Hi all. I had questions about the missing view assignment. This is, I think, number 3 for the missing view assignment. And what we've got here is a front. So this is, let me get a bigger pen. Let's try this guy. You're probably not going to be able to see my pencil. So this is a front, a view of the front. And this is a view of the top. And these lines all represent edges that are visible if we view this object just from that position. So what our task is to sketch in the missing right view. So what would we see? What edges would we see if we looked at this guy just from the right? Now let's talk about what these edges tell us. So these edges tell us that there's a height difference in this thing. And this top view here, this guy, gives us the basic shape looking down from the top. So what we can see is that we've got a slice here, and this point here corresponds with this edge here. So this guy lines up with this edge, which tells us that there's kind of a corner when we look straight on at this guy. And that tells us then that this piece, this little guy here that I'm kind of shading right now, this guy, is shorter than this part that I'm shading in the opposite direction. So what we know is that this intersection here corresponds with that edge. And this point here corresponds with this edge. So we're kind of getting a vision of what we've got going on here. So this bit is the front part of this shorter bit. And this edge here, this point corresponds with this corner. So all of this other stuff, and actually, let's see what else corresponds with that shorter bit. So here's how we do this kind of the easy way. What we can do is we can give ourselves a reference line that allows us to transfer edges from the top to the right. And if we think about what we're going to see, because what we've really got is we've got kind of a two-sided gizzy bopper that I'm not going to be able to draw very well in 3 dimensions. But I've got this bit is sticking out. So this edge here, this thing here, which corresponds with this edge here, is going to make a short edge on the right side. And it's going to make a short edge that is these 2 units long, because that is the, well, actually, if we look at it on the right side, it's going to be like this difference here is what's going to transfer to the right side. So we're going to have an edge here that comes up until we get to this edge, this guy here. So this guy transfers over. So this comes to here. And then the remainder of this edge here is going to transfer as an edge. So we're going to have that. And then we have an edge that comes up, and this guy should be 3 units long. And so this is what our right view looks like. All right. And your textbook talks about how to do that transfer. So what we would do is we would make ourselves a rectangle here that is as many units tall as our top view and as many units wide as our right view. And then we put in a diagonal line with a slope of 1. And what it amounts to is if we project this edge over this guy right here, if we project him over to that transfer line and then project him down, I've got my edge in the wrong spot. I thought I did. Okay. And if we project this guy over and then project him down, that one I got in the right spot. So that's kind of how we do this. So we transferred this guy because we knew he corresponded to a visible edge that was also going to be visible on our right side. So ignore these guys. That was a mistake. This is the correct because it transfers along that transfer line. Okay. We're going to do a lot more work with these as we move through the rest of this term. And when we do this work in AutoCAD, we're definitely going to utilize this transfer line, which is why I wanted you to do these by hand. I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.